Welcome everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day and doing well in their ranked play. Today's topic is going to be how to practice using Hero Trial, and I am going to cover 5 main things that I use Hero Trial for. Number 1 is practicing my combos. So for Liliana, I want to be able to land my S2, my S1. I want to be able to use my ultimate to switch forms and dive on the enemy, etc., etc. The second thing that I use is for practice my pathing. So I want to practice getting from different places on the map as quickly as possible, and also practice hopping walls and different positioning tricks. The third thing that I use Hero Trial for is practicing my iFrames. An iframe is an invulnerability frame, and it is a frame where your hero can take no damage. And one way that that can be very useful is it allows you to dodge tower shots, but it could also be used to let you dodge people's ultimates and different things like that. So heroes that have invulnerability frames, iframes, can have a very large chance to increase their play by taking advantage of them. Maraud is probably the most common hero that will pop into people's mind when it comes to iframes. Another big one is Flash. His ultimate is an extremely long iframe. It covers many frames because he's invulnerable during his entire ultimate. And finally, the fifth and last thing that I use Hero Trials for is testing different builds and items, right? I want to see how they feel when they get to max level, or I want to see how they feel when I'm a certain level. So anyway, having said that, let's dive in. So you begin by hitting Hero Trial down here in the bottom right. Okay, I want to enter practice. And while this is loading, I'll cover just a few other things that are nice about Hero Trials. You can work on your targeting. So for those of you lowest amount health or lowest percent health or nearest enemy, you can basically try those out here and just see which ones feel right to you. The other thing, and the reason that it's great to practice your ability usage, your micro, is you can get rid of CDs. So now if you notice, okay, and also you can level yourself as quickly as you want. So if you notice, I go to level 4, but now I can just spam abilities because there's no cooldown. So if I turn that back off, if you notice there's cooldown, so I want no cooldown so I can just spam. The other thing is you can add gold. This is what lets you test abilities well, is you can just add gold in 1,000 increments. So for me, let's just go to max build, right? Because I want to try max build. I want to try max level. So I buy everything. I upgrade all the way to 15, okay? And then I also want to do the same for the bot. I don't want Thane to be level 2 when I'm level 15 in max build. Give him a bunch of gold. Okay, so now we check. Okay, he's buying. Boom, 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 boom. We're upgrading him. Okay, so now you see Thane is max build, and now he's max level. Okay, so that's basically what I want to show in the options. So now I can see, if you notice the build I'm using, my poke does very little to Thane, right now. So that's something. So then maybe I want to try more Magic Pen, right? And you can just kind of just fight with them and, you know, mess around. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't use Hero Trial to actually fight. Obviously, the Thane is a bot and it's going to be easy to beat, but it is nice to just practice landing your combos and different things like that. And so anyways, what I was saying about the build, let's go into, if you notice, oh, actually here I didn't go full because it's a custom build, so he wasn't taking that much damage. I want more Magic Pen. Let's see how that affects. So now if we notice, Thane has 400 magic resistance, and now I finish my Staff of Null. So now if you notice, I'm doing significantly more damage to him with my abilities. So that is something great to practice. Another thing, like we were talking about the nearest and everything, is say I just click my ability, where will it target, right? That's something that's just helpful to understand how your character works. If you just click on an ability, where will they target, right? And that comes in your settings, right? So this lowest amount, lowest HP, nearest, etc., right? I generally use lowest HP amount so that I avoid targeting tanks. So on to another thing I wanted to cover is pathing. Okay, what I mean by pathing is, let's say I'm doing blue buff for whatever reason and my enemies start or my team's starting to fight over dragon. I want to know what is the quickest way I can get there. So in this case, you probably want to turn your cooldowns back on, right? So that you can see realistically in a game how long it would take you to get there. And so I will do that. Okay, so let's put my cooldowns back on and just get there as fast as I can. So I look, okay, it's 306, 307. Let's start at 310 and we'll go. So 310 hits, I'm coming. Okay, I want to jump this wall. Remember, I'm going as quick as possible. We're coming, we're coming. I'm going to dash. Boom, got to dragon, 320. So it takes me 10 seconds and to end up at dragon from my side blue buff, right? So another thing you can practice is you turn your cooldowns on, and now we can practice hopping walls. So a big question for a lot of people is, what can I jump? What can't I jump? What angles do I need to take, right? So these are just me jumping a bunch of different ones. If you notice, some jumps are longer, some are shorter, some do unpredictable things. So if you notice there, right, I'm running into that wall because of that angle, but this one I can take that same angle and I can get over. Right? If you've ever wondered, can you jump through here? Nope, nope. Oh, there you go. You can jump through there, right? So these are how people figure out. If you've ever wondered, like, how did somebody ever realize that you could jump that wall? That's how, right? And the one that's very useful is this one, which I'm even not amazing at hitting, but there we go. So it's basically from here to here. And the reason that's great is enemies will often come over in this area. You don't want to run through tower, right? And you can just kind of run away and they won't expect it this way. So anyways, these are just ways you can practice these different jumps. And if you notice in human form, same thing, right? There's different angles. But you can just run around in this loop and just practice. And the whole point of practice is like just any traditional sport or anything like that is you're just trying to build muscle memory. So that is another thing that you can do using the trial mode. So that's pathing, invulnerability frames. Let me go show you some invulnerability frames here. Okay, I'm just doing that to mess around, but okay, so an invulnerability frame. If we come, and actually I don't want to be in lane with Thane because I want you guys to just be easily able to see what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so if you notice, target's going to shoot. Actually, let me... it's fine. Okay, if you watch my health right now, then it didn't go down. If you'll notice, the tower failed to hit me, and that time it did hit me, and this time it failed to hit me, and this time it failed to hit me. The reason for that is Liliana does have a slight invulnerability frame, so failed to hit me, right? But if you notice, if I do it too quickly, bam, still hits me and I take damage. And by the way you can tell if it's hitting you is that red number. So red number, no red number. So I didn't get hit, right? You didn't see that 500 and whatever. Another thing is what abilities work. So, okay, let's go to the next tower here. So if you notice right then to dodge, I'm using my ultimate. Okay, well, my dash, if I use the same way, right, there's no iFrames, so I'm taking the damage no matter what. So that's how you can figure out what abilities have iFrames and what abilities don't have iFrames. And once again, we want to get back here. Okay. So let's see. And sorry, the last thing that I like to practice is actually just my combos. So a big combo for me on Liliana is I want to stun, I want to S2, and then I want to jump in, right? And then I want to jump back out. So, and there you go, Thane got me. But that, to me, is something, so same thing, I want to stun, okay, I missed it. So stun, hit it, dive in, do that, right? And then, yeah, you can just, this is how you want to practice. Actually, the harder is not going max range actually tends to be a lot easier. So another thing I like to do is I will do it in the jungle, right? And I just want it to be as quick as possible. So notice getting mid-range is actually, for me, I find a lot harder to get mid-range. Extended range is easy, it's a quick flick, but let's say like this guy, that range, right? And you can just sit here and just practice. You also don't even need to hit anything. I mean, you can literally just come stand, like I'll stand right here, And I'll say I want to hit this, right? I want to hit right on that mid bush. And then just come here and, right? Just try to do it like 10 times in a row. So none of these are I'm happy with. I want it to be just like that, just like that, just like that, right? There you go. There you go. And you notice I'm actually, there we go. It's not throwing when I'm doing this. So there, there, right? And then you can kind of slowly speed up. And if you notice, I am getting better just by doing this. So this is a great way to train your macro, or sorry, your micro. So we do that. Then let's say I want a moving target, come back here. Okay, I'm going to chase him. Okay, right? But anyways, I think that is enough of that. So anyways, I hope you guys find this helpful. This is a shorter video. This video is intended to just show people how they can practice, because I've had a lot of questions about how to improve my macro or my micro, because a lot of my article posts and my YouTubes have been about macro. Anyways, I hope this helps you guys today. For those of you who enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and comment down below to let me know other type of content that you guys are looking for. For those people looking for a great, friendly community, for a place to learn and get your questions answered, I highly encourage you to join our Squirrel Nation Discord, which I will also link in the description below. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day and happy ranking. Take care.